My quilt is going to be the simplest possible square quilt. Much of my fabric as possible, I'll add some 4 patch blocks in the middle and the corners. So you will need 2 sizes of squares. I'm using 22 cm square and 12 22 cm squares. I've included a 1 cm seam allowance all around, so that will leave us with a 20 and 10 cm square each. Once I've got them all cut out, it's time to use 4 small squares each to create 1 big square. That way we'll piece together our small squares to create 1 uniform block size. Once all of your squares are the same sizes, we can begin assembling the quilt. With this particular quilt, I'm sewing rows of patches first, before assembling them. My quilt is going to be a meter square, so I'll need 5 squares across and 5 rows high. Try to stick to your seam allowance exactly, only this way your corners will match up in the quilt. Once the patchwork layer is done, I'll put down the bottom fabric right side down by wadding and the top fabric on top. The bottom fabric is around 5 centimeters larger on each side than the top fabric, which will help us to create a binding with the excess. We're now going to roll that excess bit of fabric and pin it to the top layer, covering exactly 1 centimeter of the quilt itself. Depending on the thickness of your wadding, you will need to play around a little so the binding reaches that 1 centimeter mark perfectly. You can simply adjust that by varying the seam allowance you fold inwards on the bottom layer. Pin it in place all around. When you come to a corner, pinch them up like this, clip with a 1 centimeter seam allowance, fold that inward and pin. Now we're going to sew all around that edge, trying to sew as straight and as precisely along the edge of the binding as possible. And here is our finished quilt. I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video was helpful and you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching!